So when we say we're descendants of Moroccans born in America, what are we talking about? Real simple, I make it real simple. During the transatlantic slave period, right? The majority of the people were stolen, as the story goes, from Northwest and West continental Africa, right? Who controlled North and Northwest Africa, the continent, that part of the continent, during that time period? A political entity called the Moroccan Empire. That's just basic history. So politically, who did we belong to? What nation did we belong to before we were called or reclassified Negro, Black, and Colored by somebody else? You see my point?
Yes.
And that's the only reason we say. That's why we say that. Because if no other if for nothing else, how does the rest of the world come together? Right? The Arabs and the Palestinians, in our neighborhoods, the Koreans, they handle the that corner of the market on hair care products for our people. What's the one thing that brings them together? The fact they're Korean. The fact that they're Palestinian. That's what brings the rest of the whole world together. Is that one thing? You see what I'm saying? So go ahead.
What do you say to those who say we are not Moors? Our people didn't call themselves Moors in history. That was a name given to us by our conqueror. The European, the white man, called us Moors because the term Moor simply meant black.
Right.
What do you say to that?
Well, first, that's narrow, and some of that is incorrect.
Go ahead.
The slave master per se did not classify us as Moors. The term Moor or Moorish, as it relates to our ancestors, has two meanings. One is a general meaning. One's a more specific meaning. Okay? The more specific meaning has to do with a political, like I said before, a political community. A political community. For instance, the entity Mexico is a political community. It's not a race. It's a political community. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, from 6th century on, for a little over 700 years, you had a political community that controlled North Africa, West Africa, some parts of the interior of continental Africa, and controlled parts of the eastern seaboard and the Caribbean in the United States. This is actual fact history. That entity was called the Moroccan Empire, and anybody under the political influence of that body, right, are classified in the diaspora as what? Moors. Those were Tuareg, Berber, people from from the Mali kingdom of Mali. These were all lands that at one point in time were governed more or less by the Moroccan Empire during that time period. So to the rest of the world, what would they be called? You see what I'm saying?
Moors.
There you go. Does that take away from their tribal influence or their tribal identity? Not at all. Not at all. Because an empire encompasses many lands. It encompasses, right? There you, right.